The next use case I want to do is I want to show you how to do the roaming client in Umbrella. Okay, because we also have our guy that goes out now and then. He goes to hotels. He wants to work at the coffee shop or the library or whatever. So in Umbrella, the same place where we did the tunnels, we go to roaming computers. Okay, right now I'll have all of one myself in my own private environment here. But if we want to deploy one, you click on roaming client here. There are two standalone clients, but they work much better with Umbrella. If you click down here, or they work much better with AnyConnect, aka Cisco Secure Client. If you click this module, you put it into a particular place in AnyConnect, and it will plug in the profile so that you have the Umbrella roaming module, and I'll show you what that looks like right here. This is my AnyConnect. Here, let me get this out of the way to get it a little more clear. This is my AnyConnect client. You'll notice I'm not connected to anything over VPN. But if I come in here and look, I can see under so these are the tabs you're used to seeing if you're just using AnyConnect for VPN. But now we have this roaming security tab. And we have this little pane down here, this roaming security, it shows Umbrella is active. And we can see that we have DNS level protection, right? And we have secure web gateway. So I'll talk about those here in just a minute. And that's all there is to the AnyConnect. It's ready to go. So now we have done that piece. Now we move on to, we're going back to Meraki here, because we're going to talk about how to set up some of the SD-WAN features that are part of the control part of SASE. So we're going in security, SD-WAN and traffic shaping. And these are features that have been around in Meraki for some time, so it might be a review for some of you. Okay, and I'll just start at the top to talk about some of the things you can do to shape your traffic. Let's say in this environment I had two WAN connections, ISP1 and ISP2, or the other one is MPLS or whatever it is. The different models, Meraki models, have different interfaces. I could have connected, in my case, two WAN interfaces, and the cellular connection, I could have limited them by bandwidth. And let's see what else we can do here. I can see what's my primary uplink. In my case, it's WAN 1. I could have chosen WAN 2. I could have said I want to do load balancing. It does a VPN over both interfaces by default in case one interface drops, so you stay connected to your VPN. So you have redundancy. Let's play around with flow preferences. If I click in here and do a flow preference, this means what interface do I want certain traffic to go through? So if I pick TCP and I just make up a source address of 10.10.10.10 of any source address, just like any firewall, and I want to go to the fabricated public IP address of 1.2.3.4, port 443. I want to say I don't want to go out my default uplink of WAN 1. Instead, I'd like to go to WAN 2. Okay, and I can set another preference there. Same thing if I want to do UDP for some reason, 10.10.12.12, whatever, to go to some other place, 2.3.4.5, and some other port, I don't know, 23. I can also choose WAN 2 as well, right? So now we've just said, hey, for this kind of traffic, go out this WAN interface instead. So that's path selection, part of the whole SD-WAN piece. Okay, and again, Vaptilla can do this actually much more granular. But the Meraki has a nice, simple interface, easy to understand, easy to figure out. Let's keep cooking here into these SD-WAN policies. VPN traffic. What do I want to do for my VPN traffic? So for VPN traffic, I can choose to say, I want my voice and video, all voice and video, to go whichever interface is best for VoIP, and let the Meraki figure it out. So I'm just going to click in there and say yes for that. But if I want to add another preference in here and say, okay, but for gaming, whatever, all gaming, I'm going to come over here and say, I want to choose WAN 2. Okay, except if it starts hammering my VoIP, then I want to switch over to the other interface. So now I've got that also with path selection so far as where we go for VPN. Right, this is just standard traffic, non-VPN traffic, directly out your interface to the internet. And then this is our traffic that would go to our two new data centers that we just deployed. Okay, so this traffic is what's eligible for these policies, which I'll show you. We'll set up soon. And then down here, we've also got, what do we want to exclude from the VPN? So I have various rules already plugged in. Anything going to certain addresses for whatever reason you might have. I don't even remember why I put those in. But there they are. Those don't go through the VPN. Those are excluded from VPN. Okay, down here I can have the traffic rules. This is prioritization within each interface. how you want to prioritize your traffic, quality of service, if you will. Okay, there's a really great default one here, and I like using the default one. But let's say we aren't using the default one. I'm going to make up some rules. Okay, I'm going to create a new rule, and we're going to say, okay, again, I'll pick, oh, here we are. It's like, where's my voice and video? There you are. Voice and video. I want to do that. What are we doing with them? Okay, I want to choose a, I want to set the, give it unlimited traffic. Unlimited, I don't want to limit its bandwidth. And I want to set it to high priority. And if I want, I can even put in a DSCP tag, and I can't tell you which one of those you're supposed to use. I'm going to make up one like I should know one where we have low drop, high throughput. That looks like the right one to me. So there's one rule. Okay, but I could set up a different one for, let's say, video and music, and I'll pick that one. Okay, we'll go through that, and we're gonna limit this instead to say, sorry, you only get 1 megabit per second, right? That's some quality video and music there, 1 megabit per second. So again, I'm working from my home network, and I don't have unlimited bandwidth, and I want to set that to low priority, and I can even do a DSCP tag if I want. So lots of options for path selection, for preference about what goes over the tunnel, what doesn't go over the tunnel, redundancy back and forth, failover capabilities, and prioritization with one link. So that's what SD-WAN is in a nutshell. Okay, you can do the same things I said, and probably even more in Viptela. Okay, but Meraki does a really good job at it as well. I do not want to save those since I just made all that up. Okay.